Hello Pisces, and welcome to your Astroflower tarot reading for the week of the 31st of January through to the 6th of February. If you don't know much about the Astroflower, it's understandable. We're a new channel. It's a concept that's been brewing in me over the last 30 years through my energy healing practices that I've been doing. And yeah, it's a large concept. I can't explain it all in this video, obviously, but there are links in the description below that'll take you to introduction videos on the Astroflower that help you to understand the petal system and the elements and the qualities that you can find in your sign and also on our website. Also, you'll find in the description below our sister channel called Cymatic TV, where we go into the energies and we dowse ley lines, energy lines that go around the earth, and get a message from the earth and from the sun and the other planets and see how that's playing with our chakras and our aura. Okay, so there you'll find a description to that channel in the descriptive below, so you might want to trundle across there and have a look at the sort of things we do there as well. Obviously, these are new channels, so please do like and subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell. I'll get it there in a minute. So you got notifications of all future videos. I will be stopping all of this in-house sort of blah blah at the beginning of my video soon. It's just that we're new and I want you guys to know all about it. So it's an amazing system. I love it anyway. And we got books and stuff like that. So without further ado, Cancer, and I will be quiet now. We will move on to your reading. Okay, so this is going to be a general reading. We're going to go into your spiritual karmic path and your material karmic path. So, are you ready? Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got going. Okay, so, this is petal 1. So this is the influence from the universe. This is petal 2. This is your karmic path. So this is understandable, actually, Pisces, because, you know, you're coming to the end of your autumn period, and these two cards want to come out together. So they're coming out together. That's interesting, real duality. If there's any Pisces in that, there is there. You know, and you're coming to the end of your autumn period just before your birthday. At your birthday, you move into what I think is your winter. You'll know all about that in the Astroflower books, which you can get online. It's that moment of reflection, retrospection, looking at what we've done over the past year and seeing what we want to do in the coming year. So you're coming close to that at the moment, and you might feel it tugging a lot more on your spirit than on your material side of this month, just before your birthday. So we got a full deck out here. All the 10 petals are laid out. It turns out quite good, really. There's a few complications within the karmic path sort of situation in the lower petals here. So you got this is on the spiritual side. This is the material side. This is the influences from the universe on your karmic path. Petal 2 is your karmic path. Petal 3 is the guides or your guides that are trying to sort of create the environment around you so they can pass you on the message according to your karmic path, such as coincidences and stuff like that we come up in our everyday lives. This is your subconscious. This is petal 8, your subconscious, where your guides try and help you with that conversation within your interior, so you can work out what you're actually sort of saying, you know, and what you sort of, or what you want to be doing, you know, decision making and that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then you got petal 10, which is the accumulation of the two, and petal 6, which is your inner being. So just let's have a quick look around. It's actually really nice. It's complicated at both ends of the scale. So you got complications maybe in your life at the moment. It might be just really complicated getting through. Feeling like you're snagging on the corner of furniture and stuff like that. That sort of complication, and it, you know, you arrange to have a meal out with a friend, a lover, or a member of a family or something like that, and it couldn't quite happen. Missing connections and stuff like that as you gradually get your way through. And what's brewing underneath that is that whole idea of, what have I been doing over this last year? How have I been in the way of being a spirit and stuff like that? And so these are the sort of questions you might be asking at the moment. And it's a good time to ask those questions in the year for you. Because this is the moment to take time out to actually observe and get ready for that new journey to start up again just after your birthday. So, and this is what we pretty much have here. The universe here, on a spiritual sort of sense, is sort of saying, trying to help you and guide you through as you appear to be, might have had a bit of a complicated last 2 or 3 months, or it's just been hard for you emotionally. Maybe that's got something to do with the current situation that we've all been living in. And it's forced you to put up sort of barriers, or this is not barriers, but more sort of, putting down what you really want. Because obviously if people around you are not, are not providing that, or providing is a really bad word, but they're not, they don't equate with what you desire in your life. And that might be a good thing for them, and as much for you, that maybe, it's just kind of like, I like going out to, jogging with you, but maybe not going out dancing with you. It's like that, so it's maybe just sort of like, filtering out what things are actually detrimental, not only to yourself, but the people around you as well. Because no one wants you to be in a bad way. Everyone wants everybody to be in a bad way, understandably. But the best way to do that is to make sure you're okay first. And I think this is a bit like that at the moment for you, on your spiritual sense. And the universe is sort of saying, walk away from conflicts that don't really serve you anything. It might, walk away from headaches. And it might be a headache to walk away from it. But, if you put in your boundaries respectfully, according to yourself, everyone else will respect that. And when you do that, your guides are trying to encourage that new journey, that new path that's going to be coming in after your birthday. And this is where you get the World card. And the World card is not just about the ending of cycles. It also is the world. So basically, if you want any sort of, if you need anything in life, everything comes from the earth. Nothing comes really from outer space. There is obviously particles and stuff like that, which we go into on Somatic TV, which change the vibration. But if you're going to eat, sleep and stuff like that, it's all coming from the earth, including your body. So, at some point we're going to give our body back to the earth. You don't actually own your body. It's a beautiful instrument lent to you. And if you listen to it, usually life is a lot less complicated. So don't necessarily have to listen to the head all the time. Listen a lot to your body and allow your head to apply the logic, So that's maybe the sort of encouragement it's trying to give you. And your guides are certainly trying to bring in the best for you. So you've got the 6 of Cups above that. So it's like, it's reminiscing, sort of, going from one stage to another in your life. So it could be, moving out of home and stuff like that, and remembering all of those sort of things. Just long-term life goals, really, I think, in that sort of card there. And that's what they're trying to sort of give you the heads up on this year. So maybe this year, this is a thing for you to be sorting out. Those headaches seem to be reappearing in that section there in the top of the card, which is the 6 of Swords. And we'll go into that at the later on. And we certainly go into it in the end when we sort of clarify all of this. Okay, so on your spiritual path, it's sort of asking you to put down these boundaries, healthy boundaries, so you don't waste other people's time. You don't waste your time more than anything, because there's nothing worse than the Pisces having their time wasted. You're such passionate people. To have your time wasted will kill your passion. That's really it's not in the favour of anybody. We all want you to be really passionate. We love it. On your physical side, this is your karmic path on your material side. So the universe is coming in with a, you've got the 3 of Cups, and I should hold it up this way, really. Sorry. The 3 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So It might be a case of joining a new organization, a new movement, or something like that. And as you do that, you may discover a certain disappointment in life generally. You know, things may not be as what you have seemed. And that's a dangerous path that we all run. The idea that if you put expectations up, everybody else has to live up to those expectations. If they don't, then obviously you are going to be disappointed. But then it is ourselves that put up the expectations. So maybe at the moment in the world, you've got to put up those boundaries that we're talking about, realistic expectations. Otherwise, you risk to be really disappointed. And I think that's the duality here, where it's sort of saying, please do get involved in people, but just realise occasionally you may be disappointed. You know, and it's not fair to judge against someone else. We're not living the life of someone else. I'm not your judge. You're not my judge. At the end of your life, you are the judge. You are judging yourself. You saw everything you did with those hands. So, you know, you are going to be the one who's going to be accountable for it. So if you do that, there seems to be, and this is what I said, sort of like maybe joining a new association or new job or something like that, because there seems to be a love thing. It's more sort of a passion that you have. So it might be maybe going into, I don't know, making jewelry, painting, you know, doing sort of art or something like that, you know, graphic design or something like that. And if you do fall into that path of actually doing what you love, and this sort of, I think this came out last month for you guys, this realization within you what you should be doing. And that is where your guides are trying to help you stand in your power. So the Emperor, it is a case of some masculine energy, but this is not sort of gender specific. It's more of a case of a typical general, you know, a typical emperor that sort of stands there and says, "Thou shalt not pass." Oh no, that was Gandalf, wasn't it? Anyway, Gandalf could possibly be the emperor. We'll see. He could be the wizard, the magician as well. But so it's asking you, you know, you guys are trying to help you to sort of stand in your power, which would be really good. And at the same time, you've got your other guides that are encouraging within you that the actual physical and material path at the moment could really be fun. So they're trying to build a lot of fun into your life, because maybe over the past month or so it's been pretty difficult with that Six of Swords. And that Six of Swords is where life is helping you get across the line, get across from one side to the other, from one dimension to the other. And this is this whole change that needs to come about, of which we're all going through. It's a change of dimension at the moment, a new paradigm that we're going into. And you just better be on the ball. It's just the way it goes. If you don't get anything wrong, you're never going to learn anything. So don't worry about that. You know, we all get everything wrong. We all get things wrong. There's no one I know who doesn't get anything wrong, you know. So, you know, don't worry about that. It's actually the participating which is the most important thing. And you should participate because it should be fun, you know what I mean? And within you, you have that. You want to fall in love with life again. This is, because it's right in the centre, you've got to fall in love with yourself, I think. You know, fall in love with who you are. And as I say, no one else is your judge. So you don't give a monkeys what anybody else thinks. You know, only encourage the people around you who encourage you, because you'll be encouraging them. Therefore, everybody will be encouraged. Life will be brilliant. So, you know, that's your sort of karmic path. On the physical front, I think there is, you know, you're getting the optimism to start putting things into place. And you should do that after your birthday, but make sure it's absolutely clear with you, so you're crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. On the emotional front, relationships, families, friends, etc., you're going to need to, you know, just be wary that, you know, times and rhythms change in everyone. We all have our own rhythms. And sometimes it's good to be with some people and sometimes it may not be so good, And, we come back round and people grow and everything like that. So, and maybe it's the time to just walk away from things that are really not sort of, helping you. Wouldn't be surprised if the Eight of Cups doesn't come up somewhere. So let's just clarify. We're going to clarify this karmic path of yours. See what's happening. So it's the Ace of Wands. So it is a start of a new journey. That accompanies that world as well. So you've got the Nine of Wands. You've got your healthy boundaries set up, and it's going to start you off on a journey. And look at that. You've got the Ace of Wands, which is a fire sign, but you've got the King of Swords with it, which is all to do with a bit of sort of justice and feeling within your power. It sort of mirrors the Emperor, but in a different sort of element and stuff like that, And the Page of Wands. So Ace of Wands and Page of Wands. It's all about journeys for you at the moment. You're going to be moving on for this last year. Finding all that sort of connection, sort of socially and emotionally with the world around you. It's going to be good. So certainly in this week coming up, you should have these sort of opportunities. Let's clarify on your material front. Let's see what's going on up there. So it's not quite clear. So, and the Emperor. So this is quite an interesting one. Okay, so this comes from these two down here. I think this, I think you know what you love. I think that's safe. You can take that home with you. You've won that. It's in the bank. Yeah, but these two cards here is a little bit about it's a little bit like a complicated leap of faith. It's got to, if you're clear on that judgment of what you love, then therefore you're not going to know all the ins and outs of that journey, which is the Moon card. But it's asking you to stand within your power with the Emperor, which is connecting to the Emperor card. I think the universe has got your back on the. If you're looking to put together a project or a business or an association or something like that, because I think it's got more than one person involved here, especially with the Three of Cups down there. This is a good year to do it for you guys, and these sort of things will sort of, it will be very. I don't want to say profitable because I don't think it's financially driven. I think it's much more driven through pleasure for you guys because you're such a bundle of pleasure, you guys. Pisces, you love it all day long and it's great. Anyway, let's clarify what's going on in your reality, as it were. Let's see how it's filtering through that sort of karmic path. Ace of Cups. So you've got a couple of aces on the table already. So this is like applying your love. Look at how much love there is there, you know what I mean? Applying your love in your life on a daily basis. Don't give up. Don't give up, Pisces. It's really coming your way. Probably won't be on there really to your birthday, but you've got work to do in the meantime. You've got boundaries to put up. You've got to really sit perfectly within yourself. The Magician. You can manifest, basically. You're coming across those. You've been rite of passage across the waters. And as you go across the waters, if you know who you are, you will be able to manifest what you want in life. And the Sun, again. So we got a double clarification on these two here. Yeah. And it's, your guides are just, everything seems to be pointing towards fun and love. And to do that, you probably need to stop peeing around, in situations that you don't really like. I don't think, Pisces. Some things they just don't sit with you. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's what maybe those sort of barriers are all about. you know, and I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult to do the transition, but you're going to do it. You're going to do it. And it looks really good for this sort of coming week anyway. You're going to see lots of rays of sun of happiness, maybe not just within your life, but in general around you. So there you go, Pisces. I hope that sort of helped you. How to give you a heads up for the week of 31st to the 6th. Don't forget, if you like these videos, it would be nice to have a like from you. Let's see how many we can get. And obviously subscribe and click the bell for future notifications. In the meantime, Pisces, please do, have fun, because that's what life for. It's for having fun. Make sure you have fun, and please do enjoy.